Treasurer here at Parliament House this afternoon, thanks for your company, saying that this outbreak in Victoria is at a different level and hence the closing of the border is necessary. And that's the breaking news we have for you today. New South Wales and Victoria preparing to close the border between the two states amid this fresh concern about a second wave of the pandemic. Cases in Melbourne reached a new peak today. The Prime Minister, Victorian Premier and New South Wales leader all agreeing that closing the border is the best course of action to stop the spread of the virus into other states. And this is why 127 new cases of COVID-19 confirmed in the last 24 hours in Victoria. It's the highest daily jump since the start of the pandemic. The largest before today was 111 back in March. A short time ago, the Victorian Health Minister confirmed a second death as a result of COVID-19 that occurred in the last 24 hours. If we take a look at the state-by-state breakdown of active cases now, you can see the outbreak is contained to Victoria for the moment, and that is the reason New South Wales and the other states have given for their approach to the border issue. New South Wales has the next largest number of active cases, 6 there today, that number excluding overseas arrivals in hotel quarantine. On the border closure, Premier Berejiklian and Daniel Andrews each appear to be working on separate timelines, though. The border will officially close from midnight tomorrow night, but New South Wales says it will stop all travellers from the Melbourne metro area from entering the state from midnight tonight.
Already we have police and health officials on our borders stopping anybody from those hotspots coming to New South Wales. So we've already had that in place for a number of days. The Health Minister will also be ensuring that come midnight tonight, so for the next 24 hours, the hotspots will extend to all of Melbourne. So nobody from Melbourne will be able to cross the border in the next 24 hours. But come midnight tomorrow night, it'll be all Victorians. So obviously we're taking that immediate action. So the Minister for Health will sign a health order saying nobody from Greater Melbourne and its surrounds can come to New South Wales tomorrow, but obviously tomorrow midnight is when all Victorians will be prevented from coming across the border unless they have a permit.
Preventing travel across the border is easier said than done, though. There are 55 border crossings between New South Wales and Victoria. It's a mammoth logistical effort for New South Wales Police.
Clearly, it's a very long border. Someone could choose to swim across the river, walk through the bush. There are dirt tracks. We'll be using drones and other aerial surveillance at the same time. We'll be focusing, no doubt, on the four primary arterial roads because we know that's where most of the vehicle traffic comes from. But nevertheless, there will be police, defence and other emergency service workers across a majority of those crossings, and there will be aerial and other surveillance 24/7 right across that border.